No pressure still with us into next week, staying unsettled. Bye-bye.
Live from London, this is BBC News. The Hamas-run health ministry in Gaza says more than 7,000 people have now been killed there as UN agencies warn again about the consequences of running out of fuel. The Israeli military carries out a targeted raid, sending tanks into Gaza to prepare for future operations. The Israeli and Palestinian ambassadors to the United Nations make passionate speeches at an emergency UN General Assembly. Here, the MP, Crispin Blunt, confirms he was arrested in connection with an allegation of rape. He's been suspended from the Conservative Party. A gunman described as armed and dangerous is on the loose in the US state of Maine after killing at least 18 people in 2 locations. Hello, I'm Samantha Simmonds. Welcome to the Daily Global, where we'll bring you the top stories from around the world. We start with the war between Israel and Hamas, which is centre stage at an emergency session of the United Nations General Assembly in New York. The aim to agree on a resolution to secure a pause in the fighting to get meaningful aid into Gaza. The Palestinian ambassador Riyad Mansour called on members of the UN to, in his words, choose justice, not vengeance, and vote to stop the killing in Gaza. The Israeli UN ambassador Gilad Erdan spoke of what he called barbaric Hamas terrorists launching an invasion on Israel. He said the special UN session had nothing to do with peace. Hamas is a proscribed terror organisation by both the US and the UK. On the ground, Israel has continued its airstrikes today. The scene in Khan Yunis. Gaza's Hamas-controlled health ministry says more than 7,000 people have been killed since the bombardments began, an increase of 500, they say, since Wednesday. And Hamas says it estimates that around 50 of the hostages it took have been killed in the Israeli bombing launched in retaliation for Hamas's brutal attacks on southern Israel on October the 7th. This has not been verified by the BBC. Taking a look at the overall scale of destruction, this satellite image from Maxar shows an area in northern Gaza before October the 7th. This is the same area a few days ago. You can clearly see the extent of the damage. Our first report is from our international editor, Jeremy Bowen.